Good evening. Tonight's headlines. A tragic incident unfolds as a woman is fatally stabbed by her drunken husband. In legal updates, Linden man Leonard Caleb pleads guilty in a narcotics trafficking case, while a murder charge against a former detective corporal is discontinued. In a poignant moment, a homeless man begs a magistrate for jail time after a theft charge. The Guyana Defence Force honors the legacy of retired Warrant Officer Class Two, Margaret Rose Arthur, laid to rest today. Additionally, police apprehend the Fredericks Twins suspected of armed robberies. On a positive note, businessman A. Mohamed empowers a fruit vendor with an electric bike and extends support to Laing Avenue single mothers and residents. Lastly, investigations are underway into the death of Odit Persaud Thom. Stay tuned for further updates on these stories.
Tragic incident: woman fatally stabbed by drunken husband. In a heartbreaking incident on Monday, a 24-year-old housewife lost her life after being brutally stabbed by her intoxicated husband during a heated argument at their residence in Porrica Backdam, East Bank Essequibo, EBE. The victim has been identified as Nikesha Sutton. According to police reports, the tragic event unfolded around 3 p.m. when the suspect returned home inebriated, sparking a quarrel with his wife. Despite briefly leaving the premises, he returned around 5 p.m. carrying 2 bottles of alcohol, reigniting the altercation. The situation escalated into a physical confrontation, during which the victim's sister intervened. However, tensions continued to rise, leading the intoxicated husband to demand that his wife leave the house. Compliance ensued as the woman began to gather her belongings in a bucket to relocate to her sister's residence. Tragically, the situation took a deadly turn when the suspect, armed with a broken bottle, attacked his wife, stabbing her in the neck before fleeing the scene. Despite efforts to save her, the victim succumbed to her injuries upon arrival at the Leonora Cottage Hospital. A manhunt is currently underway for the perpetrator, as authorities seek to bring him to justice for this senseless and devastating act of violence. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the urgent need to address issues of alcohol abuse and domestic violence within our communities. Linden man Leonard Caleb pleads guilty in narcotics trafficking case. Leonard Caleb, hailing from Amelia's ward, Linden, faced a decisive moment in court as he altered his plea from not guilty to guilty for trafficking narcotics. This pivotal shift occurred during his appearance before Magistrate Sunil Scarce at the Diamond Magistrates Court, marking a significant development in his legal proceedings. Caleb's change of plea prompted his immediate remand to prison, pending his sentencing scheduled for March 19, 2024. The charges stemmed from a November 2023 incident in which he was apprehended by Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit, CANU, operatives during an operation in Providence, East Bank Demerara, EBD. Reports indicate that Caleb was intercepted while alone in a motor vehicle bearing registration number PAE 6311, near a prominent mall in the area. A subsequent search of the vehicle uncovered a salt bag containing multiple parcels of cannabis. The seized contraband, totaling 12.54 kilograms, was estimated to hold a street value of $4 million. Discontinuation of murder charge against former detective corporal. The Director of Public Prosecutions has announced the discontinuation of the murder charge against former Detective Corporal Derwin Eastman. As a result, Eastman was released from prison on Monday afternoon. The police had accused Detective Corporal Derwin Eastman and intelligence policeman Jameson Williams of murdering Godfrey Sega Escipio on October 12, 2017, at Stanley Place and David Street, Kitty. Eastman, a former best cop, and Williams were charged based on allegations made by the alleged hitman and ex-convict, Aubrey Bob, who claimed he was hired and given the gun by Eastman to commit the act. Aubrey Bob was handed a life sentence for the murder of 64-year-old Godfrey Scipio in October 2022, after allegedly confessing to the crime. In July 2021, the former police corporal was committed to stand trial in the High Court for the murder of businessman Godfrey Scipio, while his co-accused, former police constable Jameson Williams, was freed of the charge. Homeless man begs magistrate for jail time after theft charge. Reporting from Kacher News, in a poignant scene at the Georgetown Magistrates Court, 48-year-old Phillips Adams pleaded with City Magistrate Rondell Weaver to send him to jail after being accused of theft. "Give me a lil sentence, your worship, I ain't got nowhere to go," he implored. Adams made his first court appearance on Monday, facing a charge of simple larceny. The charge alleged that on March 2, 2024, at Lamahu Street, Georgetown, Adams stole a weeding machine valued at $120,000 from the virtual complainant. Initially, Adams pleaded guilty with explanation, indicating he didn't accept stealing the machine. Consequently, the court rejected the guilty plea and changed it to not guilty. Explaining his circumstances, Adams told the court he was homeless and had no place to go. He recounted being told to move from his spot by an unknown person. Denying any involvement in the theft, Adams stated he had no knowledge of the weeding machine and hadn't entered the yard where it was reportedly stolen from. The prosecution objected to bail, citing Adams's lack of fixed abode, which could pose difficulties in locating him for trial. Additionally, bail was opposed due to the presence of a witness statement. As a result, Adams was remanded to prison and is scheduled to return to court on April 8, 2024, for statements and fixtures. The case highlights the plight of homeless individuals entangled in the criminal justice system and underscores broader societal challenges regarding homelessness and access to support services. Guyana Defence Force honors the legacy of Warrant Officer Class Two retired Margaret Rose Arthur, who was laid to rest today. With heavy hearts and deep reverence, the Guyana Defence Force commemorates the life and service of Warrant Officer Class Two (WO2), retired Margaret Rose Arthur, who recently passed away and was laid to rest today. WO2 Arthur embarked on her journey as one of the pioneering female soldiers to enlist in the Guyana Defence Force on February 6, 1967, alongside 56 other recruits. Her decision reflected a steadfast commitment to serve her country with honor and distinction. Throughout her illustrious career, WO2 Arthur epitomized the finest qualities of a soldier: courage, dedication, and selflessness. Her leadership inspired respect and admiration among her peers, extending her impact far beyond the battlefield. In recognition of her exceptional service, the Guyana Defence Force bestowed an honor upon Margaret Rose Arthur in 2011 by naming the Force Daycare Center the Margaret Rose Arthur Daycare Center, a lasting tribute to her enduring legacy and contributions to the well-being of her fellow soldiers and their families. The passing of Warrant Officer Class Two Arthur has left a void in the hearts of all who knew her. However, her spirit lives on in cherished memories and enduring gratitude. She will be remembered not only for her bravery and sacrifice, but also for her kindness, compassion, and unwavering devotion to duty. Her legacy will continue to serve as a beacon of inspiration for generations to come. In honor of WO2 retired Margaret Rose Arthur, let us remain steadfast in our pursuit of the ideals of service, sacrifice, and unity that she held dear. The Chief of Staff, Brigadier Omar Khan, senior officers, warrant officers, and senior non-commissioned officers extend their deepest condolences to the relatives and friends of the late Warrant Officer Class Two Margaret Rose Arthur. Police apprehend Fredricks Twins suspected of armed robberies. The Bardica police have successfully apprehended the Fredericks Twins, Kevin and Kellen, who were wanted in connection with a series of armed robberies that occurred in December last year. Following the issuance of wanted bulletins for the brothers on February 7, the authorities intensified their efforts to locate and apprehend the suspects. The twins, aged 21, were accused of conducting armed robberies in Windsor Castle, Essequibo Coast, Region 2, and at the Sandhill Back Dam, Cuyuni River, Region 7. Recent developments indicate that the Fredericks twins were captured by the police in Bardica, where they were detained for their alleged involvement in another criminal activity. The swift action by law enforcement underscores their commitment to maintaining public safety and bringing perpetrators to justice. Currently held in police custody at the Bardica police station, Kevin and Kellen Fredericks await further investigation into their alleged offenses. The authorities are diligently pursuing all leads and gathering evidence to ensure a thorough and fair legal process. The apprehension of the Fredericks twins marks a significant step towards addressing concerns related to criminal activities in the region. The police's relentless pursuit of justice sends a clear message that criminal behavior will not be tolerated, and those responsible will be held accountable for their actions. As investigations continue, the authorities urge anyone with relevant information regarding the case to come forward and assist in the pursuit of justice. Together, with the support of the community, law enforcement aims to safeguard public security and uphold the rule of law. Businessman A. Mohamed empowers fruit vendor with electric bike, extends support to Laing Avenue single mothers and residents. In a heartwarming display of generosity and community spirit, Mr. A. Mohamed recently presented a 54-year-old father of three, Sean Dubé, with an electric bike to enhance his fruit vending business in Albuistown. For over 3 decades, Sean Dubé has been tirelessly pedaling through the streets of the city, offering a diverse selection of fruits to the community. Recognizing his dedication and commitment, Mr. Mohamed stepped forward to support him by gifting him the electric bike, tailored with a custom tray to accommodate his business needs. Furthermore, Mr. Mohamed didn't stop there, he also provided financial assistance to enable Sean to expand his business further. This gesture not only lightens Sean's workload but also empowers him to reach more customers efficiently. Moreover, during a visit to Laing Avenue, Mr. Mohamed encountered several single mothers and residents facing various challenges. Moved by their plight, he attentively listened to their concerns and requests for assistance. In a demonstration of his unwavering commitment to community welfare, Mr. Mohamed pledged to address their needs promptly, offering support in various forms. His willingness to extend a helping hand reflects his genuine concern for the well-being of those around him. Through his acts of kindness and generosity, Mr. A. Mohamed exemplifies the true spirit of compassion and solidarity, uplifting individuals and communities alike. His dedication to making a positive difference serves as an inspiration to us all. Investigation into death of Odit Persaud Thom. The police are currently investigating the tragic death of Odit Persaud Thom, a 45-year-old laborer from No. 5 Village, West Coast Berbice. Thom's body was discovered floating in a trench at No. 41 Back Dam, West Coast Berbice, in a decomposed state with chop wounds. The incident leading to Thom's death is believed to have occurred between 8 o'clock HRS on March 02 and 12:30 HRS on March 4, 2024. Thom, who took care of cattle in the back dam for several individuals, including pork knocker Renison Mitchell of Seafield Village, WCB, was reportedly staying at a camp located at Seafield Back Dam. Mitchell informed the police that cattle owned by him and others under Thom's care were impounded at the Weldad police station on March 3 by Rajeshwar Mohan, also known as Old Bull, a rice farmer from Foolis, WCB. Mitchell, along with other cattle farmers, searched for Thom when he could not be located at the camp. On Monday, the search continued, leading to the discovery of Thom's motionless body floating in a trench at No. 41 Back Dam. The police were notified, and Thom's body was retrieved. Upon closer inspection, Thom's body showed signs of decomposition and had severe chop wounds to both arms and the head. He was found wearing black jeans and a black shirt, with a haversack still on his back containing toiletries and his ID card. Nearby, a pair of slippers and a black cap were also discovered on a dam. Thom's body is currently at Bailey Funeral Home awaiting an autopsy to determine the exact cause of death.